Alrighty then. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome. One and all, my name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, The Seven Dooms for Sandpoint. A wonderful and amazing game featuring these incredible Patreons who support the channel, allow me to do all the cool stuff, and continue to eat solid food. Good morning, good evening, everyone. Kickstarter for custom dice as well, so if you want to check that out, links to the Kickstarter are on their website, so you can go check that out. Then we have Sirenscape for the beautiful sound effects you will hear throughout the course of today's session. It will involve a ton of very, very cool and amazing stuff. Modules, such as this one here, are actually found as a preset soundscape for things like Sirenscape. So if you want to immerse your players into ambient atmosphere and music and sound, there's no better way to do it than with Sirenscape. And lastly, we have Fantasy Grounds, our VTT of choice for all the cool stuff, all the maps, all of the dice, all of the rules that we follow and stuff. All of them have been inputted into this incredible VTT that has served us very, very well. Again, now that they've cleared up some of their tech bullshit. So yeah, there we go. Now, for those of you who don't know what a tabletop role-playing game is, a tabletop role-playing game is a interactive storytelling adventure featuring myself as a game master who runs the narrative and tells the story. But the most important feature of a TTRPG is none other than the players who take on the role of the protagonist of the adventure, whose eyes we follow as we journey through these fantastic and wondrous lands. To tell you about the characters for this particular campaign, I turn it now over to my players to tell you about who they are playing, starting with our dear friend, Schooly Eye.
So I'm playing the relatively young elf Cinderella, the proud worshipper of Siren Ray, who's effectively on a mission to, it feels like, convert the entire town into forgiving everyone around her, including old grievances, whether it's from the various people of the past that caused various disasters of town, or even some enemies of the party, namely the goblins, because they've got a bit of a history with Miranda.
The goblins don't have a history with me. I have the history with goblins.
It's a shared history. I'm a Varian CA. I'm playing Westinson. He is in the process of sobering guard from neighboring city, who has gotten roped into helping the people of Sandpoint, voluntarily roped, but roped, into helping the people of Sandpoint face these seven dooms.
Yes, and I'm Sean. I play Titus, and as our Ketty tiefling, who at a young age kind of didn't like himself very much, went into a spiral, and found Shaylin, and felt like he was kind of redeemed, and now he's kind of on a path to help redeem anyone that he feels that deserves it, including why do I keep forgetting her name? She's like the whole plot.
Nualia.
Nawalia, yeah. But he definitely like sees her story as, something that he wants to fight for. So yeah, like he was kind of roped into it, but he really does believe in it too.
Neil from Immersion Diversion. Playing Peyton Ramon. He is a human rogue. He's a thug to the town, but he's trying to make himself a little better towards them by also helping his teammates, complete what they wish to do. He's helping. He's finding the seven dooms and trying to save the town from them via Nawalia, since Nawalia was a childhood friend of his who then died, and so he hasn't really seen her in a while. So seeing her spirit and everything has kind of gave him mixed feelings. But at the same time now, he still wishes to help her. So, and now has been introduced to sumo wrestling, and that's a whole thing.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt from All Things Fantasy, and I play Navander, a semi-retired ex-Sable Company Marine, now a rancher married to Shalelu, who has suffered a head trauma and does not remember the relationship they've had. However, Navander does remember all the stories that Shalelu has told him about Nualia and the trials and challenges that the heroes of Sandpoint, a group that went and defeated Nualia the first time round. What was it, like 10, 15 years ago? Yeah, around that. Yeah. So he remembers all the stories, and he's not so much sold on the redemption arc. He believes that the town is suffering through a severity of dooms that Nualia has put in place. So he's only just waiting to see what awful, mean-spirited plan she has set in store for Sandpoint.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much to my lovely players. Now, before we get started, we have one last person to thank, and that is, of course, our wonderful and amazing audience members who come in time and time again in order to watch us play and have a bit of fun. Now, guys, as you guys know, every stream we are supporting DAG. This is my full-time job. This is what I do for a living. This is how I survive, pay my mortgage, keep my cats fed, the whole thing. Hence the DAG survival check. There are a number of ways that you guys can influence the game as well as help support the channel. Starting, of course, with none other than watching the fucking show. Just be here. Just watch the damn thing, right? Because you earn channel points, and these channel points can be used at any point in time in order to influence the game with things like insight bonuses, inspiration, wandering monsters, divine intervention, and much, much more. As much as money does help me, get by and stuff like that, I don't want to exclude anyone from being able to play and have a good time here at the Dead Aussie Gamer channel. That's just my prerogative. It's what I do. So, and we run so many different shows and different events and stuff like that. You are never shy on channel point earnings. Subscribers, you earn channel points twice as quickly, so all of the higher tier stuff is much more readily available for you if you, subscribe. So, if you haven't yet, consider. Sorry, I chugged my Coke and now I'm all gassy.
Oh, I had 4 years today for subscription.
4 years!
It said 60, so I was like, oh my god!
Happy anniversary! Now,
Yeah.
4 years later on from when you first subscribed to the channel, did you think you would be, like, at the table, playing games, as many games as you are? I mean, what's your thoughts 4 years down the track of having
I was
four
going to say, 60 months
I don't
is not
know,
4
it's-
years.
No, it's
That's fine.
apparently
60
4
months?
years. We're at 4 years.
Oh. I don't know, it's 12 months times
Times
4
five.
is
You beat me
60.
to my punchline,
Oh, it's
because I was
5.
going to say,
Oh.
and how do you feel realizing it's a year later than that?
We're here to spoil your efforts, Dag. You
I
should know that
I
by
know.
now.
It's just, it's fine.
Oh no!
Do you know who I miss? I miss the BBC, okay? I miss people who patiently, had that kind of witticisms and stuff. Anyway, yes, Neil, thank you. It is great to have another anniversary.
No! I'm so embarrassed now.
It's fine. You're good. Anyway, for those of you who do have some. Actually, you know what? Actually, I wonder if it'll actually tell me. Oh, I'm not following myself. That's sad. Anyway. Actually, if you want to know how long I've been running my channel, we need to find out how long Laura's been following me. That's the ticket. Laura and Chu, those two people, because
They're pretty good at that sort of thing.
Yeah. No, well, they've been following me from the start. So I mean,
Yeah.
and I haven't annoyed them, so they haven't left my following. Anyway, moving on. We also have a number of monetary donations, and these are the bread and butter of my channel. So, first of all, these donations are more tangible. They have a more ready impact on the sessions as we play. First of all, we have our $5 donation, which is our Hero Point and our Jinx Points. Hero Points are these red marks you can see on screen here. These marks can be used, the red ones are the hero points that can be used. Oop, hold on. No, stop that. Don't watch my own stuff. Hero points can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for nonsense that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from a deck of 2, either a deck of heroic actions, where a player of your choosing gets a hero point and a free powered action that they can use to help get them out of a tight scrape, or alternatively, you can draw from a deck of plot twists. This deck of plot twists adds a story prompt to the game and lets me basically turn around and throw random plot twists, such as, boom, mistaken identity, into the story, and keeps me on my toes as not only as a creator, but also as someone who, gets the chance to, make the session or make the game our own. And that's always a fun thing. So, yeah. Yay!
Yay.
What's that?
What's it? Yay.
Yeah, yay. Then we have our $20 donation, which is, of course, the coveted golden natural 20, which serves as a natural 20, because that's just, kind of what it is. The natural 20 is a wonderful way to show love, because it's a way that we can just succeed at stuff. Just being able to sort of turn around and be like, hey, this just works because we want it to, is a fantastic little additive there. So $20 for the nat 20. We then have the $50 donation, which is a magic item to a player of your choosing, or increasing the difficulty of an encounter the group is facing. This can be a major change to the environment. This could be a change to the stakes that the group is currently facing up. Or potentially this could be this could just be like a massive template that we throw onto things. Whatever the case is, it is always a super and amazing donation that greatly increases the fight that the group is going up against. So, yeah, there you go. And then, of course, we have our $100 secret menu item. Now, for this particular session, the group has yet to learn what doom, and I say doom very loosely, or what seems to be happening in regards to this particular section of the game. Without spoiling it too much, I'm going to get my players, actually, if you could, please remove your headphones until I put my hand up and call you back to the call.
Okay. I gotta do this.
Okay, sure. Okay, thank you. I'm watching you. Okay. So, the secret menu item is currently this. The group is currently traveling in a dungeon, which is actually a secret cloning lab. So the secret menu item for today is that we will create evil clones of each and every one of the characters to make an antithesis to our group that will then go and battle them and try to thwart their efforts as bosses to the 7 Dooms of Sandpoint. So effectively, they will become a mini Doom of Sandpoint themselves. So that's what we're going to be doing. So they'll each have clones. Now, when I say a clone, it'll be the antithesis of them. So Peyton, who is a big, kind of thuggish person who is, say, in love with the herbalist in town, you'll see that there is a person who looks exactly like Peyton who hates the herbalist in town, who is actually an upstanding citizen otherwise. You have Navander, who's a good husband, but then you'll have this other Navander who's a bad husband. You have Titus, who's into art and music and stuff, and then you have another Titus who basically hates bards. So it'll be literally the opposite of whatever you're doing with. Now, if you want to, and I will give this because I know that Christine is very excited about that, if anyone does want to pool their resources together to reach the $100 secret menu item, you may do that, but please do let me know if that is what you want to do, because I will take that into account as well. So, there you go. Okay. Very well. Let's bring my players back in. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gave me a chance to stop the UPS from beeping.
I am back.
All right, welcome back.
Yeah.
So,
Dropped my
So, what did you guys all
recorded
talk about?
existence.
what are we talking about? Nothing. Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Just clip
Okay.
it and drag back the time on the clip.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, without any further ado, let us now dive back into today's session. As we return once more back to the Parisian frontier, in a place known as the Devil's Plateau, in a pit very cleverly named The Pit, the heroes gather together to try and stop 7 great dooms from emerging from this pit and threatening their hometown of Sandpoint. Well, the town of Sandpoint, should I say. Having already defeated a goblin grave knight and thwarted a collection of cultists who seem to be worshippers of a ancient urban legend known as the Sandpoint Devil, our heroes have delved further, deeper into the pit, into a 3rd level, in which they have found a number of creatures and traps, as well as a collection, a community almost, of Darrow, tiny creatures who are blue-skinned, subterranean, and quite mad. Traditionally known for kidnapping people, it is not common to see Darrow this far away from civilized society. What they are doing here and why is definitely a question to be asked. That is, by the way, this is what a Darrow looks like, so there you go. Now, our heroes have also made friends with 2 rock trolls, both of which, who were sumo wrestlers, gave full credit to Peyton, who defeated one of them in a bout of sumo wrestling, and their new allies have set up guard to protect them, keeping them safe. It's quite loud. Quiet. Background music. Who are keeping them safe while they take a well-needed rest. Meanwhile, Maizu, the hippogriff belonging to Navander, thank you, Christina, is keeping a weather eye on one of the Darrow, who the group has now captured and prepares to interrogate. And it is here that our story continues. Resting and recuperating underneath the ground is never a settling thing, with the exception of Westinson, who, by the way, during the course of the night, has rejoined our group. Most of you are unaccustomed to the strange soundscapes of the deep. I mean, even when you are sleeping in, say, a basement or somewhere underground, it's normally not quite this deep, quite this cold. There's these subtle sounds of the earth as it moves. You've never realized how much like a living creature the earth actually is when you get deep enough. The things burrowing in the walls. The footsteps echoing through chambers almost impossibly long. As you rest, the trolls keep you safe. And by the time morning comes, you are all restored to full hit points. As are the trolls, who have regenerated, because that's what trolls do.
Yeah.
As you awaken, the Darrow seems to spit and curse. He definitely did not have a good night's sleep. The scene is yours, as is the exploration further of this dungeon. The trolls will stay in this area, and if you do decide to come back and rest here, they will be happy to look out for you.
Yay. Thank you.
So what have you guys
That's
been up to
right.
since?
Well, I wrestled one of these guys, and they introduced me. Well, technically not wrestled. It's called sumo, and it was actually kind of fun.
it looked brutal.
Oh, it was. I am not sure how I made it through that. But we now have 2 new friends.
So in your travels down here, have you had a chance to find anything more about the Sandpoint Devil?
Not yet, but they said if we
Fortunately, no,
wanted to... Yeah. They said if we wanted to go further down, though, we'd have to go that way. But we also...
Peyton takes a moment to recall all the
Yeah.
information that was said. The cultists spoke of the Sandpoint Devil, but what you encountered was actually not quite what matched, as Westonson also recalls when he investigated Cinderial's home after Cinderial seemed to have been marked by the Sandpoint Devil. There were flaming hoof prints on the roof. However, the creature slain on the floor above had no such hooves, instead having a large serpentine tail. Realizing that the cultists were actually worshipping something other than the Sandpoint Devil, at the moment it has placed itself to the back of your mind. Perhaps the Sandpoint Devil is nothing but a figment of your imagination. Perhaps the flaming hoofprints were little more than a practical joke from some of the children in Sandpoint. Not unheard of or not unexpected here and there. However, there are many more dooms that lie ahead, and the Sandpoint Devil is not really dealt with, but at the very least there is no cultists that have any kind of ill intent towards the town.
So we continuing down or heading back?
Well, first, I guess
I
we
feel
gotta
like
talk to this guy.
Yeah, the bit they Peyton obviously clearly forgot was the fact that after wrestling the
Sumo.
lovely new friends, this guy, and she'll effectively almost kick in Daryl's direction,
Bitch!
decided to try to knife him in the back as soon as we walked through the door.
And I'll do it again, too.
Meizu's talons just kind of grip slightly tighter.
You know, there's rules for dealing with prisoners of war.
Daryl looks worried by the fact that he sounds as though he enjoyed that.
Harder, Daddy. Spit in my beer.
Someone put up that mature content warning, please.
Okay. Anyway, he does not do that. But anyway. Yes, you can, of course, interrogate the Darrow to find out what this floor is about. Again, all you know is that the deeper that you go... Oh, right. The deeper that you go, the more dooms that are supposed to be here as well. But also you remember Nualia told you about... No, that's Glorcus. I don't need Glorcus. I don't need Gripnut. Nualia told you about... Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Not all who have played Sandpoint lie still. New enemies work in shadows. I do not wish these 7 dooms upon Sandpoint, but one does, and one hearkens on red wings. Unless you can delve into the pits in time, you will not escape his fire.
Oh, in time.
Yeah. This has been on the clock. Why? I've been keeping track of how many days you guys have taken.
This has been like a week. Almost. Oh my gosh.
So we're going... All right.
More to the point is that you can ask about what this person who harkens on red wings might be, for example. Not saying he'll know, I'm just saying your characters do have that information.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah,
sit
I'll bring that up.
down and
Oh.
and watch him. I'm going to specifically watch him as people ask him questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Actually, I'm not really that good at interrogating. I don't think. Also, why is my mouse not working? Is anyone here particularly good at getting information out of someone?
I mean, we could just talk and see what happens.
I'm gonna need a desk, 2 chairs, and a very powerful.
I'm gonna need a rag and a bucket.
Oh wait, actually, okay. So, are you willing to talk?
Such a loaded question. Let's see.
If you do, we might let you go.
Okay. I feel like. Okay, fine. I'm gonna be mean.
Ah.
Okay. He cusses you out. He insults the size of your penis and tells you that anyone who lays with you is in for disappointment and some sort of venereal disease.
Ooh.
Well,
Ooh.
I feel
He
like
says, if you
things
want, I
would've
can
been
talk
easier.
more. He
I
goes
feel like
on
if
to
you
then.
wanted
He
things
goes
to
on
be
to then.
easier.
Yeah, he then continues to,
Well, Peyton, he's the one that stabbed you. Why don't you show him
Hey,
what
it
you
is
can
this
do?
guy. I'm gonna just almost thud my Leomana into the ground, one of the spikes keeping it in there. And I'm gonna just put on my knuckle dusters as I kind of crack my fingers as I walk up to him.
He looks to you and goes, "Ooh, big man fighting a tied up,
Oh, hold on.
beating up someone who's half his size and tied up."
Anyone have a spell to make him bigger?
Hold on. No, I was just double checking that this isn't anathema. He's not really seeking redemption, so
He hasn't been offered it.
he hasn't been offered it.
Hey, Sindariel, you might want to leave the room. Westonson, do you want to show these greenhorns how we do it?
Sure.
Oh, look, what lovely architecture.
So Sarah will go to the
Nice.
other room and start praying for everyone's souls.
Goes to the other room and starts praying for everyone's souls. I love that.
Little do you know that Westonson doesn't have one. Anyway,
Okay.
How about
cool.
we do some target shooting?
oh,
We'll drop him to the ground repeatedly, and you can see if you can get a shot off. You know, try to aim for non-violent
Actually,
areas.
yeah, I'm gonna let them do this because I forgot the trolls don't, or the guys over here. No, they were trolls. You said they were trolls
They're
before.
trolls. They're rock trolls.
They don't like using sumo for violence. It's just for like the sport of it, and and for protection because they were using it from before to save me. So I'm just gonna go walk over to them and just kind of conversate with them while they're doing this.
Because your thug doesn't want to interrogate people?
No, because I just feel bad. Like these guys were, wrestling me, sumoing me,
Uh-huh.
and they didn't want to use sumo to violence. But then as soon as I got dropped, they were.
They didn't
But
use sumo. They didn't
they
use sumo to violence. They just beat the shit out of people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah, no,
sure
they're,
if they
they're
were
still
using their
trolls,
sumo.
man.
Okay.
Like,
No, I know. I just wasn't sure if
They
it was
just-
they were
no, they
using
just-
their sumo or just
no,
did
no,
it.
they
Okay.
just beat the shit out of you. I mean, they're Darrow. Yeah,
Okay.
like they're like the Darrow is like the size of their palm. Like they just went squash.
Right. Okay, I just wasn't sure because
No,
before
they could. They're not.
weren't
They
doing
don't. They
it,
don't.
but then,
I mean, I. By the way, I do want to point out you keep saying Peyton's a thug, but you are aware you just literally just went to go and check on the mental wellness
He's
of 2 rock trolls who had just murdered a bunch of people, right?
he just became friends with these guys, and also he's trying to work on his thugness for the town.
Is
Okay,
what? Sorry.
his thugness.
What thugness?
Fine, you
But
want me to
rare-
beat the shit out of this guy?
Well, yeah,
That's
literally.
rare condition.
I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to say, Navander Weston
I know.
just started, threatening this dude. You had like 2 seconds where you hit the ground, and then you said, "You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go talk to my friends." You are aware
Yeah, that
this strips any form of intimidation you have, right?
All right, yeah. I won't do anything, but I'll still be there, just kind of getting ready for.
Do stuff.
Fine, I'm gonna punch him.
Okay, you punch him. Why?
I don't know.
It's like, I'm not gonna ask you any questions. Whack! Oh, he takes a hit to roll a d6. You punch him in the face, plus your strength.
Well, I got Fest, so it's 1d4 plus 4, so.
Oh yeah,
I could
sure.
just do
1d4
that.
plus 4. Let's do it.
Oh, he's. I forgot he's technically
Cool.
off guard or off balance, so I
Yep.
sneak attacked him.
14 points of damage as you break his jaw. Bang! Well, you don't break him, but you know what I mean. You hit him in the
Shit.
jaw. All right, yeah. Navander Westonson. The 2 of you watch as Peyton walks up and smacks him in the jaw.
You don't start with the head.
What?
Now he's gonna be all fuzzy.
Oh, okay. I just kind of grab his head and just.
Peyton. Peyton.
What? His
Peyton.
brain is fuzzy.
Step to the side, please. Please.
maybe we
I
leave
don't-
this to the experts.
All right.
I don't know what's funny here. The frustration you're experiencing with Peyton or Peyton doing it.
Peyton, I want you to watch carefully.
Okay.
Navander makes his way up to the Darrow, kind of brushes him off, looks him in the eyes, does the whole concussion test.
He is not concussed.
Good, wonderful.
Mostly because he does not have pupils.
Right. Listen, my friend's a little bit overeager to spill blood. First of all, who are you? Can you tell me your name?
I am the scholar Alamok. I will write
A
it in
scholar.
chat.
What do you study?
I study biology.
Biology.
Yes.
Out of all the things, you picked biology.
Well, fuck you as well. I mean, from where I come from, they weren't giving PhDs an asshole. So unfortunately, I couldn't go into the same field as your mum.
We're gonna play a little game. Now, the game is called Sky High. Have you played this game before?
I live underground. No.
Perfect. How tall is the room?
It is 20 foot tall.
Wonderful. Mazu's just gonna pick him up, bring him right on top of the roof.
He's like, hold on. So Mezu is 10 foot tall.
Yeah,
So he's lifted him like 10 foot off the ground.
yeah. She's just gonna drop him against the ground.
Okay, roll a d6.
Yeah,
Actually, no, he takes 5 damage.
yeah.
Okay, done. Ow!
Right. Now we're gonna keep playing this game. And we're gonna keep reviving you over and over again. Or you can just tell me what you're doing here.
Studying biology.
Studying biology. Whose biology? What biology?
Good question. Give me a second. Hold on. It's in my notes here. Flesh beasts.
Flesh beasts.
Yep. Flesh beast biology. And if you want to know more, head through that door, and you'll find all we have been working on. Mwahahaha. Mwahahaha. Mwahaha. I mean, yeah.
Flesh beasts.
You'll find
Really? That's the best you can do?
What? I mean,
Flesh
fuck,
beasts
what
like
Beasts
a
are made of
10-year-old kid.
flesh.
So what have you made lately other than an ass of yourself? I mean, fuck you. I mean, have you ever tried to make life?
Yes, multiple times.
Depending on how much it costs. And how much money you have on you.
Yes.
Fair. Fair play. Well done.
Flesh beasts. All right. Means there's a rune well in this area. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
Okay. He said that if I answered questions, you'd let me go, and I've answered all your questions.
Do I
You may
look
have
like him?
lied.
That depends. You all kind of do look alike to me.
No. Unfortunately, I'm not patient. And Evan's just going to keep punching him until he knocks himself out.
He's knocked out straight away. He's got like
Perfect.
4 hit points. Yeah. Bang! Okay, yeah. He is rendered unconscious. What is the plan with this guy?
I'm kind of curious myself.
Well, it depends on what we find in the in his study. If he's a scholar, well, this is me being a little bit more looking maybe too deep into it, right? If he's a scholar, he might have transcribed his language into Darrow, and unfortunately, we have no Darrow to describe it unless anyone can speak Darrow or something like that.
What would Darrow technically be, or is it just Darrow?
Yeah, I don't know what that would be.
Let's
it like
see.
undercommon,
The language
or-
of the Darrow is Aklo and Undercommon. Though the scholars
Sorry.
do speak Common as well. So likely they would be writing in Aklo.
I don't have either of those.
Very well. After a brief interrogation, cleaning up the blood from their hands, Navander, Peyton, and Westonson Titus return to Cinderial. They lay the unconscious body of the Darrow down upon the bed, strapping it down to ensure it's secure while they investigate further up ahead. Informing Cinderial that up ahead may be some sort of quote-unquote flesh beast laboratory and possibly one of the rune wells that they had encountered before, our heroes prepare to delve further into the facility. You may place yourselves at either this door or this door. As that is
Which
the
one
way-
are we thinking, chaps?
Oh, you can do that door, but you know, like
Left or down?
Left,
Did you just eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, alright, I'll open the left door. It's fine.
Okay. Opening the left
Nope.
door, you find a like a chamber of unworked stone. So unlike the areas that you're in, which has clearly been made and constructed as a structure, up ahead is just rough terrain, rocks that have been dug out, possibly by hand, possibly by some other creature. Who knows?
I'm gonna walk up to the edge of this, what looks like a ledge, and just kind of like peer down.
It's a shallow ledge. It kind of like like sort of swoops down a little bit. Yeah, you see what you see. There's it's a chamber. It's made of stone. There's no one in here.
Okay. And I don't like hear anything skittering around or anything.
Make a perception check.
Good point.
Nice.
45.
Okay. With a 45, Oh, sorry, 25.
25.
With a 25. You hear water that seems to come from the south. And that is all.
Other than the trickling of water, I don't really know if there's anything else that's happening.
No one said trickling, to be clear.
Oh, the sounds of water. I don't think there's anything else going on. We might be safe to explore.
Meanwhile, can
Okay.
Evander open the door he's in front of?
Sure. As Navander opens this door, a corridor with another set of double doors in front of you appear to be just ahead.
Takes a stick, taps in front of him.
Where'd you get a stick from?
Probably outside.
You mean
His
like
arrow.
3 stories up?
Well,
I could have
like
brought
in
it
the bed. If he
Oh,
starts
yeah, I
off
can
with
use one of
red
the sticks
lights.
from the bed.
Just
Like
throw
a-
the
like
bed
a
You
in
go
there.
over one of the beds, you snap one of the legs, it's now lopsided, and you use it as a makeshift stick.
Yeah, exactly.
See,
Oh my
audience, you see what I have to deal with? My players just making up like they manifest just random shit. Like, I have a stick now. Fuck, did you get a stick? Oh, it just happened, you know? Didn't have it on my sheet, didn't freaking look around. Nah, just got one.
To be fair, he could have just asked him to have handed over her staff that she's got.
I was gonna say you could also use your bow, but you know.
I also have a 10-foot pole.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, you could use your 10-foot pole then.
Well, you always have to have a 10-foot pole.
Okay.
I forgot I had it on my sheet, alright?
Exactly.
It's a large pole.
So as you tap the ground, nothing seems to happen. But as you do so, do make me a perception check.
Of course.
Oh,
And that
no.
one.
Looks clear.
Alright.
You do have
There's
hero
nothing
points
down this
and a
way,
nat 20.
No, it's fine. I'm happy with that.
Carry on.
Alright, doesn't look like there's much done here. Maybe another set of double doors.
Okay, I'll go your way, because this place seems empty.
You do see that the corridor does go further south and further north.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hence why I described, you know, you can see how, I mean, if you're looking on the map, there's like a little corridor to the north. Here.
Oh, okay, it's
And
been
this
like
huge
cut off
gap to the
by
south?
Yeah. Yeah, both those ways are being like cut off by the topography, so I didn't.
That's because you have to go and
see
explore more than just like 5 foot next to the door that you've entered in.
it. Well, I was giving Evander time to look.
I know. But when you turned around and said, "Well, nothing in here," and then turned around,
Titus, do you want me to go look, or?
Well, I think we should stick together. So we should stay with either Navander or we should go
Okay,
this way.
I guess we could always come back to you, so.
Wait, didn't you say we're looking for a laboratory?
Yes.
Most likely in, well, presumably, especially given this place, a bit more refined situation.
Yeah, probably more in the carved hallways than.
Do scientists need to be picky? I mean, I don't know.
Well, as a craftsman, I can tell you that anyone who actually studies something would like a clean environment with which to study. So, yes, more than likely.
What about archaeologists? They study.
This is not a time
Monuments
for
and
debate,
bones,
Peyton.
Okay,
They're
sorry.
not paleontologists; they're flesh crafters. It's a difference.
All right, I'm going to go down here and join Navander. Do you want me to
Yeah.
take a look down the hallway?
Oh, actually, yeah. Your dwarven eyes might see it. No, Titus! Oh, okay.
alright, perception
What?
checks for those of you who have gone down the corridor.
What?
Yeah.
You
No,
scared
Titus
me.
is already down there. Make perception checks.
No, Titus.
That was lag. That was lag of me dragging my
Oh.
thing.
No, it wasn't. Get out of here. It's not how the lag works. It's not even remotely how lag works in Fantasy Grounds. Fibber.
I was dragging myself over, and I didn't mean for it to go.
Are you trying to explain lag to an Australian?
Yeah. Trust me, we are very well acquainted with how lag works.
Yeah, it's pronounced leg. I don't know.
All right, with both of your perception checks, you see nothing up ahead.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Just the double doors.
I'll move ahead and actually examine the double doors.
They seem to be quite sturdy, if not very old. Thalassian era old, so thousands of years.
All right. Is there a lock opening mechanism, the hinges on this side or that side? Materials
It's
it's
a very
made of?
complicated system. It requires you to push.
Yeah, no, I can't do that one.
Damn.
I read Gary Larson when I was growing up.
Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, that's understandable for sure.
I push Titus back a bit, and I'm going to use my hand axe to pry open. Well, I'll push open the door opposite of me, not the one that I'm sort of hiding behind.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move it open a bit so I can get a peer into the room.
All right.
Navander will have his bow to cover you as well, just in case.
As you open the door, you can see a few things. First of all, you see in this room there is a small altar upon which lies a grisly work table covered with bones and several alchemical tools stacked on top, with some sort of horrible meat-skinned effigy made of various pieces of flesh. There is a Darrow in here, one who appears to have very, very unique blue eyes that seem to glitter with starlight.
I pass it on to Navander. What do you think? Going to introduce ourselves?
Yeah, be careful. I don't like the look of its eyes.
Welcome.
Nope, too late.
Right, no, alright.
Enter.
I walk in.
Do not be afraid. The midnight dawn welcomes all.
Midnight dawn.
What is the midnight dawn exactly?
Ah, good. Titus goes first.
Are you going to keep talking to me from that corridor?
No.
Come closer. I am but an old man,
No.
and my eyesight is not what it used to be.
Don't need to see to talk.
It's a very small room.
I am not that. Is there a thing? No. I am Ziradini. I am the lead researcher here in the vats and hollows. It is my hope to one day develop a cure for my people's deadly condition.
What condition?
Well, yes. Why would your people react so violently then to anyone that would show up?
Because we are often seen as weird and creepy, and people very readily slay us in our beds.
Well, That at least I can understand.
You see, long ago our people were driven underground by a curse placed upon us that causes our skin to burn in sunlight and our eyes to melt. So I am creating flesh anew so that my people can return to the surface and bathe in the glory of the sun once more.
You said that,
How
my
do
brain immediately
you-
went to a new Revlon product.
Is skincare. Because you're worth it.
Have you tried
It
SPF
puts the
200?
lotion on its skin.
Just so
Against
much.
the hose again.
Oh man.
You know, instead of just trying to fix things, just create like SPF 200. You'll be fine. Wear a pair of sunglasses. Wear a hat. Slip, slop, slap.
Cool. Whipped cream all over you. No,
But it does please me to see so many of you. After all, flesh for the Hollow Star will make the process more successful. Your current immunity to the pains of the sun is valuable research material.
Well, we are
If
not
you would be
offering
willing.
our flesh.
I actually
That's
burn
very
very
selfish.
easily, so
You would not save an entire people?
we're trying to currently save an entire people ourselves, and if you take our flesh, that means we are not saving those people also.
Why not? You don't need
Are you
all
willing
your
to
flesh. When
So-
the villain has a sound argument. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yes. No, I understand. No, you heroes, you are, as long as you can stab things, can commit murder and grave robbing for glory, it's very easy. But us to really, truly sacrifice something for a greater good,
Can it be anything that's resistant to the sun? If I go up and kill a chicken and bring it down, would that work for you?
it has to be humanoid. Something that at least akin to what materials we would use. If you
I
had
looked
any,
in Evander.
if you
Goblin?
had any gnomes among you, I would have said yes. You know that would be perfect.
I just looked
No
in
gnome's a
Evander,
good
and I just-
gnome.
What about a goblin? I can bring you back a goblin.
Goblins would work, yes.
Alright, I'll be back.
Goes back with like a bucket, nine
back
goblins
with-
stacked.
He's got like all these goblins in a bucket. Do you actually go off and get some goblins?
Just
Nevada will start making his way upstairs where there are a bunch of goblins. That needs to be,
Sure. I mean, he'll let you guys go and retrieve some goblins if you guys are. Is that? Yeah, sure. Let me.
So Daryl will question Evander on the wisdom of this, but
Okay. On the way, Cinderio, please question Evander.
are you sure about throwing innocence to what sounds like a very
Innocence.
crazy sign?
innocence. Do you forget what that tribe did to my love? They are not innocent.
Well, the bugbear in question is you've already killed him.
You're young, Scenario. Goblins have known nothing but a menace. You try to rehabilitate them, they'll just end up causing more harm than good.
But
Besides, we don't need
then
to
you-
kill them. We just need a
then you also then you also enjoy the meal. At least you kept questioning me about a meal that a goblin made for you.
I guess there are some outliers, but just like anything, you don't take one outlier and paint the entire race with them. When it comes to goblins, their nature is cruel, harsh, bloodthirsty.
And yet, Gerlunk has been quite kind to us. Are you sure you want to?
Galunk, he's being kind because he's a coward.
And if we threaten everyone that's around him, are we not worried that one of the others is going to just kill him, and all of a sudden we're back to square one yet again? More people with arrows in their head. More people suffering once more.
They're goblins, Sindario.
And
Compromise
we-
them. A compromise then. If Galunk has any criminals within his area, if any goblin does break the rules that we set upon them, then we take them. How's that sound fair?
punishing wrongdoers, that sounds reasonable, especially if they are not willing to change.
That... I don't even know what to call it. That Darrow did not say they needed one immediately.
This is true.
I want to say something, but I also don't want to say something because
Well, how about trying this?
I'm trying to help Sindariel, and I'm also kind of with Navander also. I'm like back and forth.
For chat's benefit, this argument between Sindariel and Evander has been going on for 10 episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
All right.
What? Okay.
So,
No one wins
are
when
you
elves-
are you continuing to head to speak to Gerlunk at the very least?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. You arrive at the goblin's little chamber thing. There, Gerlunk is having an argument with someone. It is in Goblin, for those of you who speak Goblin. What do you mean you found it? You can't just find it and take it with you. What do you intend to even do with it? I don't know, eat it. What do you mean? Fucking eat it. You kidding me? What's gonna happen if the heroes show up and they just go, he literally boots this goblin away. He goes, heroes. What terrible set of circumstances brings you to our cave today?
Heard you found something.
How the fuck did you hear that?
It's SP Goblin.
He says, no, we found Sarenrae. Oh, praise be to Sarenrae. We're so glad we found you. We are now honored. What do they call them? Zealots. No, wait. Cultists.
Disciples.
Fuck. What do they call the good ones? Disciples? Yeah, that
Disciples.
thing. We're those things now.
Oh god. They're following after Sandariel.
Navander's just going to step forward and glower at them.
Yep.
You're sure you're telling the truth, Galunk?
Technically Chief Galunk at the moment. Let's see if I am telling the truth or not. Maybe I am. Maybe I am not. In any case, I am allergic to violence. Let's see.
I love Gerlunk.
All right. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, here we go. All right.
Navander's got it.
Oh shit.
Oh damn.
He's telling the truth. He's not hiding anything.
Well,
Actually, you technically can make a perception check. You are entitled to that. And with inspiration,
yeah.
Evander, you do have advantage on the roll.
All right,
Thank
wonderful.
you, Christina.
Thank you. Let's do that then, shall we? All right, so that's the first roll, which is not great.
It's not great. That makes the 22 a critical success, technically.
Yeah.
All right.
Second one is a 27.
Which is still a failure, because with the natural 20, it goes from being a failure to a success for Gerlong. So, yeah, no, he seems to be telling the truth. He doesn't seem to be hiding anything from you.
We have a proposition for you, Galon.
Oh.
Proposition perhaps better off spoken in private.
Oh. Sure. Step into my chamber. I mean, step into the room that you just came from.
My chamber.
Eh.
I'll stay here, keep an eye on these goblins. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh my god, dog! Goblins start freaking out.
They're eating the dog. Oh no.
All right. Gerlong looks at you and says, so, what can we do for you? What's this proposition you're talking about?
It's technically Directive 66. Start killing Jedi.
So, we met an individual downstairs that requires that requires something to help their race from a diseased thing. Now, in order to do that, they need flesh. They need flesh from a humanoid creature.
I'm listening.
What the?
So, the proposition is that if you agree to a set of rules, we will not take you downstairs as a cure for their disease. Does that sound fair?
Not in the slightest.
Well, unfortunately, that's the way it's gonna be. Go on.
So basically, what you're saying is that some person from like deep in the pit wants you to sacrifice me and my people.
No, just the one.
Just one person.
But, however,
Think of it as more a way of removing some of your more problematic people. I mean, imagine you have issues with prison management here.
Well, we don't really have prison. We just kind of kill people that annoy us.
Oh my god.
what happens when that thing is more powerful than yourself?
Well, we don't really have that problem. I'm kind of the toughest goblin here. And that's like not saying much.
No, it's not saying much at all.
That's unnecessarily you didn't need to clear that up, but thank you for that anyway.
However, if so happens one of your goblins start getting upstarty and wish to take power from yourself, think of it as a way to remove them without any form of blood on your own hand.
I might have a goblin. Stay here. Where the fuck did never mind. Gerlong comes over here and sees Navander with like a bunch of goblins. They seem to be drinking and playing cards. Navander, sorry, Peyton. Sorry, you're drinking and playing cards, not Navander. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Yep.
Cards.
Gerlong comes in, sort of snarls at you all and says, "Oi, idiot, come here!" And okay, one of them follows.
I was half expecting Peyton to be the one being addressed.
Alright. Gerlong comes back with a goblin. And the goblin looks over and says, "Hello." Okay, this is Whack.
Hello, Rack.
Now, Whack. Listen to me. One second. I need to find the right sound track for this one.
I think it's yakety sax you're looking for.
Yeah. Sounds of pain and screaming.
Yeah, yakety sax. Got it.
There we go, tabletop music. Come on. There it is. It is called Winter Silence. And I don't know why it's not there. Ugh. Okay, fine. Let's try a different one then. Ah! Eh? Okay, this is Luke. Okay, so, listen here, Whack. Yes. You have been a good servant, Whack. Yes. And you've done many things. Yes. Things that I did not ask you to do. Yes. Things that have not always been the best for the tribe. Yes. We know that you were dropped on your head multiple times when you were a child. Yes. By me specifically. Yes. And for that, I'm sorry, but I have a great mission for you. Okay, Whack? Yes. I want you to travel with these people. Yes. And I want you to do whatever it is they tell you. Yes. No matter how dangerous or stupid or foolhardy, no matter how much it may seem like they're trying to kill you, you must do whatever they say if you want to protect the sanctity of the tribe. Do I make myself clear? Yes. Good.
Yerp.
Is
Yep.
all that you can say yes?
Yes. If you have anything left to say, speak now or forever hold your peace. Yes. All right. Well, good luck then, Whack. Yes. Okay, you can take this one with you.
Yes.
So, taking hold of Whack the Goblin, you return back to
Wait a second.
Yeah.
We get downstairs before we enter the room. I just go to Cinderella and say, "Hey, you can regrow limbs, right? You can regrow people's limbs."
Not that I'm aware of.
Not that
I'm
you're
pretty sure
aware
that's
of.
I'm pretty sure that's a higher level spell.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, how about we? It's gonna sound really bad, guys, but bear with me. They didn't also say how much flesh they needed. They didn't say they needed a whole person, right? If we just take a chunk off Whack, and you heal him up, and then send him back on his way, he'll be fine, right?
I suppose if it's a simple exercising of, she almost cringes of skin.
But you can grow it back immediately after, right?
Well, I imagine we can at least bandage it up, and there might be a few scars. She's still squeamish as she thinks about the concept of all this.
You hear the sound of a blade sharpening in the corridor up ahead. Yes.
All right, Nevada will knock him out.
No! And he's knocked out.
Wonderful.
He's it's a no.
Yep. He's been rendered unconscious.
Oh no.
Now, Nevada as a character will do this without any. Will do this quite thoroughly. Matt, as a player, feels a little bit bad about this. Letting people go, right?
Very well. Your moral dilemma as a player has been acknowledged.
Wonderful. Nevada has no such Nevada has no such things, and he'll just kind of take a really sharp knife.
I hand my double-bladed musket axe to Nevander.
No, just gonna take a bit of flesh. He didn't say he needed all the body, did he?
He didn't
No,
say
but I
how much
figured
or
you
how
were-
little he needed.
Yeah.
You mentioned growing back limbs. I'm assuming you're lopping a hand or an arm.
No, I was just seeing how much flesh I can get away with safely.
Have you ever thought of asking?
Cutting a carrot just.
Have you ever thought of going back and asking if they just had some dead goblins?
No, because
Also-
I think I didn't see any goblin heads up there. Did you?
I wasn't talking about a head, but the bodies. And there's also the cultists. Didn't we kill a couple of
Oh,
cultists
right.
a couple
Forgot
floors
about
back
That
out?
is true. There,
You
yeah.
know, I was willing to watch this go to a certain extent,
You
but
should have brought
then
this
I
up
was figuring
sooner, Westonson. You
I
know
was
my
gonna
mind's
be
not
arre-
been
I was
great. Listen,
be
you know my
arresting
mind
people
hasn't
here
been
in a
great
moment.
since the incident.
I'm well aware of that.
The incident.
But we here probably shouldn't lose a chunk of flesh. because
No, you're
of-
right.
So, Sandariel, you hold this, and I hand you the goblin. Now a conscious goblin. Nevander, let's go find ourselves a cultist corpse, shall we?
Very well.
All right, you
I'll stay here with scenario.
you head back up the stairs.
By the way,
Yeah,
Sandariel,
I
the
think I'll
goblin's
just
now
stay here,
yours.
too.
Apparently, you can say yes.
Now, did you
And apparently no.
Now, did you actually kill the cultists? I don't remember if you did.
Not all the cultists, but there were a couple that engaged in combat that were killed.
Were they?
The
I
leader?
only see.
No, we captured the leader.
Yeah,
you
you
captured
didn't
the
kill
leader.
anyone. You didn't kill any of the cultists. You killed the Shantak.
Right.
Which is
And,
also
It looks like in
resistant to the
here
sun.
you killed
but
the
not
mimics.
humanoid.
Yeah, and you
Oh,
killed the
true.
mimics.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And that's another good thing about the bloodstains is I can see where you killed people.
This is getting complicated.
You go up and you look for cultists, and you're like, I'm sure
Actually-
we killed one.
While I'm up here, I check in on the cultists.
They're in prison. You took them to Sandpoint. They're in jail.
I wasn't there for that session. All right.
Oh, right, yeah, they're in jail.
Okay,
What about the dead goblins? There's plenty of those, right?
No, they ate them.
They eat them?
Oh, didn't a ghoul eat them?
Oh yeah, the ghouls are a thing. They might.
I
they
mean,
might
look,
be
if
here.
you look
actually.
at this map here,
What about the hobgoblin we fought that Novander took
this
revenge
is
against?
you've only been through one part of the this exploring. There's still like tons of areas. There may be other things to potentially kill.
All right.
You do have, however, a perfectly good goblin.
We do have.
Who
a
I'm about to name Nodwick.
No, do it.
Should be Nodwack.
Oh
think-
no.
We should probably not name a very simple goblin to further this goal, despite the fact the depths of your depravity seem to have found a new pit. Let's go see if we can find something openly hostile that is vaguely humanoid, poke it until it gets angry and tries to kill Peyton. and then you
That's
hand
not
that
that
over.
hard to do, you know.
It's not.
You
We could
skate
probably
in front
just
of them, and that's
we could just go to the hag. If we just went to the hag, someone would probably try to kill Peyton.
I hear that Peyton had to get a whole. I hear that the hag had to get a whole insurance policy just for Peyton.
I know. I think it was there the night it was signed, although that's kind of foggy at this point.
All right. So what I'm hearing is you guys are heading up the stairs.
I
Oh.
kind of believe we should.
It's better
Otherwise,
than what
Cinderio would
Daryl-
faint and we'd have to carry her somewhere.
No, Sandero was going to ask the goblin if he wanted to be this Daryl's new lab assistant.
The goblin is dead. Is unconscious, not dead.
He's dead.
I know.
He just dies. Just has a spontaneous heart attack.
It was the first time he's got. It was the first time he had a nap in 6 months, and he just died.
God.
All right. Look, I'm just gonna put him in your inventory as just unconscious goblin for now.
What
You
is
can
in
deal with
your
that.
inventory?
Please put in brackets, Nodwick.
It's not whack.
Nodwack. Perfect.
All right. Going upstairs, you return back to the floor that the cultists were on. Bearing in mind, you didn't really explore this place too much. You were basically taken by the cultists to the fake Sandpoint devil, and then that was basically it. So, if you want to, you may search around and see if you can find something else to kill. The areas you've traversed have been marked with a green X, but otherwise, you may explore.
All right.
Ugh.
Well, I'm gonna look down this. Oop, nope, that's the way we came.
Oof.
Well, what's in this happening room?
Where did it go? Oh, this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where everyone is as well.
Oh.
We went right.
Hold
Or,
on.
yeah, right.
Hold on, I accidentally put you in the wall.
That would explain why I was having issues finding everyone.
Okay,
Cinderio
I also
clipped
can't-
through the mesh again.
so
Oh, there we
Just
go.
restart the
Yeah.
client, it's fine.
all right, so in that room that you happen to be in, make a perception check, Westonson. As you do so, you arrive into a room with several piles of rubble lay strewn around the northern half of this massive cavern. Pillars of rock support the cave here, and there are particularly to the southern side of the cave. To the north, a set of ruined double doors lay on the ground before a stone tunnel, which lead further north. You can see that mold and fungus grows in large swaths here on the floor and on the walls.
Suggested for everyone to tie something around their nose and mouth if we're going to walk through the mold and fungus.
What color is the mold?
All right.
Violet.
I'm definitely tying something around my nose and mouth.
Same.
Yeah, I'll do the same because I trust.
Yeah.
Maizu looks
thought
towards
that
the
was
mold. Her beak starts going. It's like, no, bad bird. Maizu looks up. No.
Speaking of looking up, as you do so, what you actually see crawling on the ceiling
Eh,
Are my wife's biggest nightmare.
are these
Why-
massive spiders. They are watching
Why is
you
it always
very, very,
spiders?
very closely.
What is it with spiders in your games this week?
I don't know.
the one from yesterday was absolutely horrific.
I showed that one to Sean. It was terrifying.
All right. There's big giant spiders on the ceiling. What do you think, Navander? Take the opportunity to get a free shot.
Maybe. Could Navanda try to identify what these things are?
Sure,
Or
make a
human
nature
type
check.
spiders.
Nature check?
At the offset, I'll happily give you that they are daddy long legs.
Oh,
One of them is unique, however. You don't quite identify it, but you do know it is absolutely a different species of the daddy longlegs.
Maybe we try to save them.
They're all daddy longleg spiders. That one over there is a bit unique, though. It's not like the others.
Do they generally attack, or
One of these things
are they
is
gentle
not like the
herbivores?
other ones.
No. They are not gentle herbivores. They're actually quite nasty. Do not let them bite you.
I'm going
Do they
to
attack for no reason, or could we just walk through here without having to kill them?
Well, it really depends. How much it really depends on how juicy you are to them.
Which would depend on the when was the last time they ate.
Yes.
So shoot first, traverse through here later.
Good plan.
So I'm going to load up a glue shot, and I'm going to shoot the unique-looking one.
All right. Let's roll initiative as you pull out your weapon and you take aim. Navander, you are up first, followed by Westonson, Peyton, Titus, then the big one.
I'm always last.
You're not lost. Cindariel goes next, then the daddy longlegs do.
Alright, Navanna's going to move up to here to create a shot so he can see the big one.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to take a shot at that one.
All right, make your attack.
Just shooting a normal arrow.
Oh.
And misses. But that's okay. Next, Maizu is going to come up to here.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna use his third action to command Maizu to hold ground here.
All right, Maizu will hold ground. Westonson.
Okay, we're going to start off by clicking on the right tab. As my first action, I'm going to use Clan Protector. I'm going to target myself and Navander. We each get a +2 circumstance bonus to armor class. As action 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then action 2 and 3, I'm going to use a chemical shot. I'm going to use a glue bomb, and I'm going to shoot the... I was going to say the ugly one, but they're ugly. So I'm going to shoot the unique-looking one.
Okay, I was going to say if you're going to shoot the ugly one, Peyton suddenly gets hit in the back of the head.
Ah!
That is fair. That's fair. With a glue shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
That's about that's about right. I'm gonna use my use a hero point on that. I think.
A hero point. Okay. Hero pointed away.
That's not much better.
That's not
It's
a crit
still
fumble.
not a
though.
critical.
Okay. All right. Thwack. So both you and Nevada are like, okay. Yeah? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Scenario's got this, right? We can just. I'll just be over here. You got that scenario, right? Great. I'll be
Yeah, so all right. Yeah,
No scenario. Woo! All right.
That's it. 3 actions.
Cool. Peyton, you're up next.
Just seeing them kind of fail at their shots, I will walk up to here. I will pick up a rock off the ground, and I'm gonna chuck it at the one that they were shooting at.
Sure.
You also roll a natural one.
Make your
I
attack.
don't know what the
It's
increments
just a ranged
are
it's-
for.
It's just a ranged attack. Your increments make it. Yeah, it's just an untrained ranged attack with a -4 penalty.
No, that's still a miss. Damn.
Alright, you try to throw a rock at it, it does nothing. So move,
Damn.
gather a rock, throw a rock. Titus, you're up next.
All right. Well,
guys are
I
defensive.
don't have any ranged attacks, and I will not just randomly throw a rock. So I'm gonna stand up in front of Peyton and guard him with my shield, so he gets a plus
All
one.
right,
That
so
actually, yeah, I'll stand there.
okay, the
And
giant
raise
spider.
my shield and yeah.
Let's see. It moves over to you and begins to bob up and down as it like sort of like dangles from the roof. And as it does, it's gonna try and bite Titus.
Ooh.
Ugh.
And as the teeth sink in, you take 18 points of damage, and you are now bleeding from a rather vicious sickle-like wound.
Oh.
Cindariel, you're up next. You can't see what's
Okay,
happening, but you can definitely hear what's happening.
Okay, so the spiders know that would be in line of sight. They're up in the air.
Hmm.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hearing what is going on, she will have to at least run in. Which means she would at least see the big one now, presumably.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still technically hanging down from its
From the ceiling?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's just like kind of like think of it like a just it's got like this bounciness to it as it's like hanging onto
Yeah.
the ceiling.
Okay, well, she will use the ranged ignition, and since it's observation attack, for a cold shot, can she target more towards the back end of it, such that effectively it's the where the web comes out, such that if it hits, it would effectively fall
Oh,
down
there's
onto
no
the
web.
floor?
It's just using its legs.
Oh, it's just using its legs.
Mm.
That's a big spider then.
Oh yeah, massive spider.
Very well. Well, regardless, I think she's going to think, set this on fire because that might at least scare it away. Type thing. Who knows?
Doing.
Yep. Okay.
All of you take a look at one another as you've all completely missed your shots. Alright. One daddy longleg is going to
That's a swarm Titus.
Yeah, this is not gonna go well.
Alright, so move, bob. So they'll all eventually do the bobbing thing. And then they will all attempt to bite. This one will try to bite Maizu, which will succeed
Yeah.
for 7 damage.
7 damage. Nice.
This one will try to bite Westonson, which will miss. But I will burn a natural 20 on it. For no reason.
Oh, jeez.
25 damage. And then this one is going to go for Titus. And will miss. I'll leave that as a miss. Alright, top of the round, Evander, you're up first as these spiders have made their way and have gathered around.
These little shits are brutal.
It would help if I was not muted. So, we'll start off with Maizu. She's just going to attack the Daddy Longlegs that is attacking her. As she is a mature mount, she can just attack. So she's just going to go for a couple of she's going to go for a talon strike. $25 hit.
25 will hit.
Wonderful. They're going to be a proud owner of 10 points of damage.
Okay, the arrow flies in and thwack manages to strike at the spider.
Sorry, that was Maizu doing the slash.
Oh, sorry, the miser. Sorry, yeah, sorry, my apologies. Yes, you did say that, and I did pay attention. I just went straight for the arrow for some reason. A giant pair of talons rise up and rake the spider, dealing 10 points of damage.
Wonderful. Now it's Navander, as he's going to, first of all, shoot an arrow at the same Daddy Longlegs that is currently attacking Maizu. Well, that's not ideal. What's that? A 24?
24 will hit.
Wonderful. Take some of this arrow damage.
Okay, 9 points of arrow damage.
And then the last action is he's going to send out his hand, and a rock is going to jump up and hit the Daddy Longlegs as well as he casts Telekinetic Projectile.
Isn't that 2 actions?
Yes, it is.
You commanded, shot, and then...
No, did not command. Maizu is a mature animal companion.
Oh,
She
right,
attacks
of
the
course,
thing that
yeah.
attacks her.
Yeah, that's cool. Well done. Yep,
That's
carry
awesome.
on. Carry on.
I believe it's a -5 for the spell.
Yes.
For the
Because you
range
made an
spell.
attack already,
Yeah. Achoo!
That's a hit.
Nice. And then, because it's a rock, would you say bludgeoning or piercing?
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. Alright. There we go. 16
Damn.
points of damage.
Nice. A solid hit. That spider is not looking great. As we go to Westinson.
All right. Action 1 is to reload. Action 2 is to trigger brand salvo. So this is a single action to perform 2 attacks on the target. I get a +2 circumstance. So I basically smash into it with my axe, part of my musket axe. Then I get a +2 circumstance bonus to firing in its head with the musket part of it. Counts as 2 actions, but the multiple attack penalty is not applied until resolving both.
Nice. Love that.
So go down to actions, and I need to attack this way.
That's
Nice.
a hit.
This might just wind up killing it, but we'll see. Nope, not with that roll, it won't.
5 damage.
Then I get a +2 modifier to this attack. It's definitely gonna miss. Oh, what the hell? I'll hero point it again.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Hero point.
That will hit.
Critical.
Critical.
Woo! That's what you want to see.
For 16. That's
right.
3 actions.
Nice. All right.
Navander, until I choose other targets or you move away from being adjacent to me, you still get the +2 circumstance. It's not a duration thing.
Oh, forgot
Please.
crit cards.
Oh yes, crit cards.
3.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Was this piercing or slashing?
It's piercing.
Nope, doesn't have that. That's going to be useless for you. Momentum! As you've taken your hit, you gain a +2 on all circumstance bonuses. A +2 circumstance bonus on all attack rolls for the next round.
Oh, nice. Okay.
The other one was drop its
Right.
weapon, and I was like, not really a
It
thing.
accidentally lets the pretty covers from its fangs fall off.
Oh no.
I was going to say, technically you had one because you burned an ad 20 as well, Doug, at some point.
Oh yeah, I used my nat 20 to
Yeah,
hit,
you used it against Peyton.
to hit Waste. No, I hit Westonson, I think, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
For
Okay, let me
25.
get that in. Here. No. Nicked an artery. You take 2d6 persistent bleed damage.
Ooh.
So I'll give you that, Westonson. Can you roll me 2d6? Actually, you know what? I can do it this way. One moment. Da-da-da-da. There it is. And yeah, there we go. It'll do all that automatically. What garbage does 2 points of damage to you?
I was going to say it's better than mine because I rolled it off the tray and it was an 11.
Fair. Okay. Peyton, you're up.
Alright, I can walk through ally squares, right? That is the thing? Okay. So I want to kind of walk, like, around Titus and try to, tumble through, the pictured long-legged spider. So I can get behind it.
Okay.
Alright, so I will roll the tumble through. I gotta go find it quick. Tumble through, there it is. Oh, come on! Damn it!
Whack! Ah! The spider.
Shit!
And you trigger reactions. I don't think they've got reactions for attack of opportunity with them. No, they don't. Okay, cool.
Alright,
Could you
in which
imagine?
case,
They all just die. Yeah!
I'm gonna go over to this one then, and I'm just gonna take a thwack at it.
Alright,
And
go for
I'm flanking, so off guard?
it. Yes.
Okay. Oh, I guess I can hit off guard. Okay, you already put it on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm
yeah,
just
you can
punching
hit
it.
off guard. You missed.
Because I forgot to say my Leo. I forgot to say I took my Leo out, so yeah, I punched it.
Sure.
And I missed. Yeah, that's fine. Damn. Oh my god.
Alright,
That
that's
was
it.
my turn. I tried to move, failed, moved around, and tried to punch, so that's my turn.
Done. Alright, Titus!
Okay. Well, I'm going to raise my shield again, and then I'm gonna try to hit the thing that is between me and Peyton.
Let's do it.
Oh my god!
That'll hit.
Oh my god.
Oh, it does hit.
Oh, it
Okay.
does. Jeez.
I just saw that I rolled a 3, and I'm like, oh jeez.
Alright, that's 10 damage. It is injured.
Alright.
Is that enough to
Alright.
give us the do or die? Right. It is enough to give us a do or die, or you can just
Oh, nice.
keep going.
Die.
You want to go for it?
Yes.
Okay. Do or die time, people. Here we go. That is a...
Do!
Alright, do
Yeah!
it is. Okay, you managed
Oh, wait.
to... Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you
Want
need to
to.
wait for?
Oh, he thought that the do meant we die.
What?
Yeah. I thought do was bad. and
Literally,
die
there
was
are
good.
two options, do and die. And you thought the do was the bad option.
Well, because I thought that it was if it lands on die, then it dies.
No, they die on both regards. Like the
Yeah, the
like
die
both-
just...
yeah, both options result in the creature's death. The die option just means something really bad happens to you in exchange for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, that's your first action. Second action. You've raised shield. You've stabbed. You have one more action.
Yep. Third action, I'll now attack the one that bit me. The nasty one.
Ooh.
That one's impossible to hit. I was saying. All right.
All right, that's it.
Yep. And my stance is still active, so I'd probably be giving it to Westinson. So Westinson gets a bonus AC.
Okay, and you are bleeding out.
Yes.
Okay, the giant Daddy Longlegs is going to make 3 attacks on Titus. 1 is a hit. For 12 damage. The second... Ooh, is nearly a 20. I'll leave it as a miss, and he will use his last action to bob. Alright. Done and done. Then we go to Cindario.
Okay.
This is where I see if I can actually do geometry. So realizing that taking these things out one at a time is not necessarily the fastest, she will try and skip past Navander. And nope, not so. As I'm trying to see if I can line it up to just avoid
Whoa.
Titus. And
Nice.
does that count for hitting all 3?
No, that will not hit Titus.
If it
No,
hits
but
all
it's
3.
3 spiders.
It will hit 3 spiders. It will not hit Titus.
Very well.
So
Yay.
As she will start effectively singing, as she will use Haunting Hymn on. Yeah.
Ooh.
I kind of like that.
Okay. That's pretty dope.
And Big Long-Eyed Spider 2 is also deafened, whichever one that is.
Okay.
Oh, that's the one that's now
Dead.
dead.
Alright. Spider is deaded. The Haunting Hymn has gone through. Which then brings us to the last remaining Daddy Longlegs. Which is going to attack Titus
no.
with a natural 1.
Ooh.
Alright. He's melee. He's flat-footed. So I now give him off guard. Cool. Second
He
attack.
is many. He is many flat-footed.
Many of the flat-footed. Oh no! Natural 1
Oh my
again. Which
No, it's a
means
7.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
Oh,
7.
it's a 7, yeah.
oh, this is a 7. It's still a critical miss. Yeah. That is a bad grip, which he cannot have. That is
Bad grip on the ceiling. People.
catching his breath. He is slowed too, so he has no more actions. And he'll have slow 1 in the following round. All right, Navander. The spiders
Titus,
look like they are being beaten back.
Titus, I trust that smaller one to you. Silence. Okay, you're still alive, Titus?
He's bleeding out.
I would.
No, he's too invested in the fight. That's fine.
Am I still muted?
No, you're good. It just cut out for a second.
Oh, but yes, I am fine with taking that one out.
Maizu. Fetch. And Maizu, he's going to spend his first action for Maizu to attack the enormous large spider. So she's going to step up, and she's going to slash at it with her claw, with her talon.
Let's do it.
Slash. Oh, that's not ideal. That's fine. Can I use a hero point for Maizu?
You may.
All right.
Yay!
Miser, give me a slash.
Damn.
Hits.
Ooh.
That's a hell of a
37?
turnaround.
Sorry.
I said that's a hell of a turnaround.
Yep. So our spider friend's gonna take 20 points of damage, and then I pick number 2, please.
Okay, slashing. You gain another action at full attack.
Oh,
Oh,
nice. Go, Miser, go!
Another critical hit.
Oh.
Do you still want me to draw a card? Or
Yep,
not really?
yep. No, absolutely.
Alright, number
This thing
number
can only
3.
be hit if you crit it.
All right. Tangled. You may attempt a grapple check as a free action using without using a multiple attack penalty.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Do you want to grapple him?
No. Actually, I do not. I do
Very
not
well.
want to grab.
Carry on.
I
then.
realized what I was fighting, and I was like, nope, that's a bad idea. And then Navander, for his third, with his thing, he's going to pick up another rock and send it hurtling into the spider again with a telekinetic projectile.
All right, let's do it.
Nice.
Oh, a miss on a 25. That's okay.
Unfortunate.
Well, that's the end of Navander's turn.
Which then brings us to Peyton with the 2 spiders.
Westonson.
Westonson, sorry. Westonson. You are bleeding. There are 2 spiders
I
still
am.
remaining.
Action 1 will be to drink a healing potion moderate.
All right, let's do it.
So I just drag that and drop it on me.
All right, you heal 18 damage and you are no longer bleeding.
Action 2 is to reload my gun. Yeah, well, I'll take a shot at the big fancy daddy longlegs there. And because I rarely spend these and I tend to hold on to them for a very long time, I'm going to use my nat 20.
Ooh, heck yeah.
Oh!
I want to roll just in case you get it anyway.
Oh, that's true. I should roll just in case.
That'd be awesome if you roll the 20.
All right, turning a miss into a natural 20 as the bullet flies out with a cacophonous ring.
Quick crit down here, and I drag the damage over to it. And roll 4 twos.
Jeez.
12 points of damage, and give me a number.
5.
2, 3,
Damn,
4,
4
5.
twos.
Okay. You're not using a bow. Does anyone have attacks of opportunity?
No.
No.
Nope. Okay, we'll skip that one. Spinal tap. You hit the creature in the base of the spine, and it takes sickened 3.
Whoa.
And now goes to 11.
I might be the only one that got that joke.
All right,
That's
done and done.
fine.
Then Peyton.
Rock would
will you-
appreciate it.
Alright, I'm gonna first action go up to this side. So it's right now bobbing, right? You said it was like
It is
bobbing up and down? Okay. As it comes down, I wish to try and make a grapple check to stop it from bobbing. If allowed.
Sure, make an athletics check.
Alright. 32.
All right, it is no longer bobbing, and you have grappled it.
Alright. The last action. I wanted to try this. It sounds funny, but I wanted to kind of like how when you have a like sling attached to the ground and you just walk backwards and then let go of it. I want to do that and then throw the spider slinging itself using its web into the other spider.
I would do that if you had a hero point to spend.
If I had a hero
but
point,
you
okay.
do not.
In which case, can I just try to restrain it with my last action?
Sure. -5, but you may make a grapple check to try and restrain it.
Okay, -5. Ow! Great.
That is a crit fumble. It will attack you for your fumble.
Okay. Do I lose the grapple too, or is it still
No,
grappled?
you don't lose the grapple, but it does not hit you.
Okay.
So you're good.
Okay.
Titus, you're up.
No longer bobbing. Good.
Um.
Might be easier to
Well,
hit him.
yeah. Everyone seems to have that one taken care of. So yeah, I'm just going to attack the other one, the not fancy one.
Alright, you strike the not fancy one.
The
And do
not
12
fancy
points of
one.
damage.
All right, and I'm gonna try to hit it again.
Do it. Alright, a second hit, solid blows, one after the other.
And then
Nice.
after this, I'm just gonna quaff a